Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I will be showing you how to create a command to customize your own embeds in Discord. So let's get started. This is assuming you have already made your own command handler, and you can just create a file in the commands folder and call it whatever you want. I'll call the command embed because we're creating an embed. And now let's start making our let's name it embed. So module exports is what we're going to be exporting. We're going to have a name property and also a main function. I'm going to be passing through parameters. Parameters over here, as you can see, for me it's an object that includes the client, message, and args. So just be aware, maybe it'll be like this for you. So you'll be passing through the client, message, and args. The only thing we actually need is the message in this case, not even the arguments. But again, I'll just be passing through the parameters. You can pass through the message. Okay, let's get started. So let's first check if the message author, so whoever wrote the message, has the permission administrator. So if he does not have this permission, that's why we wrote this exclamation mark here, it will return. It will just completely ignore the fact that he wrote this command. It will just move on. The way I want to make this is I would like to have some sort of await message function that fetches it awaits the message from the user, and then it takes the information, puts it in an embed content object that I'll be creating right now. There you go, empty object, and it will be basically sending these properties. For example, the title, we can have a title in here. For example, it's a string, and basically it's going to be writing title, author, and then at the end it's gonna take all of these properties from the objects and put them in the actual embed message. You'll see what I mean in a second. So the title, we can also have the author to be asked. The bot can ask for the author. The bot can ask for a thumbnail. This will actually be you can actually just attach it to your message, and it will take it from the attachments and use it as a thumbnail in the embed. The description, also string, and the footer, and also, oh yeah, very important, the color also has to be passed through. It's also string. Okay, so this is now our embed content object with all of these properties, title, author. Okay, so now let's actually ask for these properties. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be for each property, for const property in this embed, okay, for each property in the embed content. So in this object, for each property, so for the title, for author, for thumbnail, we're going to be sending a message saying, hey, can you please give me X property, this property. So how do we do that? We'll just do parameters message.reply, and then we'll reply with the content, please provide, and then we can do please provide the property that we're currently on. So this for loop, let's pretend we're on the first, there you go. Let's pretend we're on our first run. So we'll ask for the title first. So it's say please provide title, and then we can, after this message was sent, we're not passing through anything. Let's actually make this an asynchronous function. Or no, we don't need to. We have to await this parameters message reply. So make sure you announce that this is an asynchronous function in the headline of the function. Now we're going to be parameters message channel await messages. We're going to await a message, and we're going to make sure that the message we get, so the message we get, the author of the message, so message.author.id. This is how you usually check if the authors are the same. You check through the ID because the ID is a unique thing in Discord. We're gonna check if the message ID of the person who sent the message is actually the person who is running the embed command, because else you could type embed, the bot will ask for a title, and then someone else can write a title, and you know, we don't want that happening. And now let's pass through that. We only ask this question once. We only await one answer. So the max answers, the max messages we await is 1. And also the time limit will be 30,000 milliseconds, which translates to 30 seconds. So after 30 seconds, if the user does not respond, we're just gonna forget about him. That sounds mean, but yeah, we're just gonna forget about him. I mean, 30 seconds is plenty to provide a title or an author or whatever. If the message we fetched does fit through this filter, so if it doesn't get filtered, so if the message author ID is indeed this one, we're gonna take the collected message, or actually this is Discord, since it assumes that you're going to be giving multiple messages. We're just giving one in this case, but it's assuming that we'll give multiple messages, so it creates a collection of messages first. Even if the collection only has one single item in it, it still creates a collection. So what we have to do is we have to define that our message is the first message in this collection. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to take this message content, message.content, or actually, sorry, we're going to be doing embed content, and then the property we're on right now, and we're going to be setting it to the message content. So if we're on title, we tell the person, please provide the title, and then we await a message, and the message he gives us, we set the property we're on. So right now we're on the title again. We set it to the message content he provided. So if he said hello, so the title is going to be hello. It's going to be written in this embed content object. Now, we can do this for author, for color, for description, for footer. We cannot do this for thumbnail because we don't require the message content, we require the attachment of the message. So over here, you could check if the property, equals thumbnail, we're going to be passing through, so we're going to be setting the embed content, the property, to the message attachments first, URL, like that. And then else, we're going to be setting it to this, to the message content, and we can actually just return this. There you go. So that's pretty much how you do it. Now after this for loop, we'll have this whole object done over here. So now let's define that Discord equals required discord.js. This is the Discord.js library. And then we'll do embed equals new Discord. Oops. This is pretty basic. This is, oops, I can't spell. Discord message embed. This is pretty much how you just create an embed. And now we're going to set the color to the embed content. Oh, actually, let's do it in the correct order. So we start with the title first. So set title to embed content dot title, and then we'll just do this for embed content for every single property we want. So set color. Actually, I'm gonna do let's do thumbnail. And then here we provided an URL, so we can just pass it through. Thumbnail, there you go. Set color, embed content color. Oops, okay. Set description, embed content description. And last one, set footer. Yeah, pretty straightforward, embed content footer. Okay, so now we can actually just return parameters. Or for you, it would just be message channel dot send, and then with the embed. And that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. Okay, so now you can be very nitpicky, and you can say, please provide property. Well, that doesn't sound correct. Please provide a property, or a title, or an author. To define this prefix, you would want to check if the property, so if the property starts with a vowel, you want to say N author, for example. And if the property starts with a consonant, you would just want to say A. So now we need to actually check if that's the case. So let's define what vowels are. So A, E, I, O, oops, U. So now we check if property, and then, or sorry, if the vowels includes the first character of the property. So what we do is we check if the property, so the character at the position 0 in our property, which is the first character, is included in this array. So that basically means is a vowel. So if it is a vowel, our prefix equals N. Else our prefix equals A. Simple as that. And now what we can do is we can put it over here. So prefix, like that. So now if it would be a title, it would check, okay, the first letter is a consonant, so it would say a title. That's basically how you would do it. Let's return that. Now let's actually run this. So if I run it. So what I would like to clarify is that I have 2 different bots running on this account. Okay, there you go. Let's delete this. Please provide a title. Let's provide the title as title123. There's an author over here. See, a title, an author. The author is going to be Internet27. That's my second account. Thumbnail. Okay, so now the cool part, you can actually drag in the thumbnail. So I have a picture laying around on my desktop. Put that. And then please provide a color. Hex code. So let's just provide some random. And let's make it white. Okay. Please provide a description. This is a description. And now, please oh, never mind this. Please provide a footer. Footer. Oops, there was an error. I provided a wrong hex color. Let's make the color black. Description. I spelled that wrong. Whatever. And footer. And now, as you can see, we get a embed where the author is author, title is title, description is description, and footer is footer. And the thumbnail, well, it's the picture we dragged in. So I guess that was pretty simple. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. There are no dumb questions, remember that. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Peace out. Next tutorial is coming out soon. In a bit.